Episode of the day: The Man with No Name. 6:30 in the morning, the 1st of December, 1948. Two young men are riding horse along a beach in Australia. The sun is already warm, the seat behind them is waking up, and there is a man sitting on the sand. He is leaning back against the sea wall. His legs are straight. His head is resting on the stone. He looks completely calm. He looks like a man watching the sea. But what no one knows, he's dead. Nobody knows who he is. And 77 years later, we still don't really know. Let me tell you what the police found. First, his clothes. It is summer in Australia. It is going to be a hot day. And this man is wearing a suit, a tie, a heavy jacket, the kinda you wear in winter. His shoes are polished, perfectly polished, like a man going to an important meeting. Second, his pockets. He has a train ticket that he never used, a bus ticket that he did use, chewing gun, a packet of cigarettes, two combs, and that is all. No wallet, no money, no papers, no name. Third, and this is the most the police stopped and looked at each other. Inside your clothes, there are little labels, the name of the shop, the name of the maker, your size. You have them right now in the shirt you were wearing. Every single label had been cut out. Somebody had sat down with a small pair of scissors and carefully removed every trace of where this man came from. Somebody wanted him to be nobody. The doctors examined his body. He was around 40. He was strong. He was healthy, surprisingly healthy. His leg muscles were unusual, high and hard, like a dancer or a man who had run for years. Inside, something was wrong. His organs were damaged in a way the doctor recognized it immediately. The doctor was certain this man was poisoned. But here's the problem. They tested and they tested again and they found nothing. No poison in a body that looked poisoned. The doctor wrote something remarkable in his report. He said the poison must have been one that breaks down and disappears after death. In 1948, there were very few people in the world who knew it about a poison like that. And remember the year 1948, the Cold War is beginning. Australia is nervous about spies. You can imagine what people started to say. The police did the obvious thing. They put his photograph in every newspaper in the country. A face, a good clear face. On the front page, from coast to coast, think about how strange this is. Think about how strange this is. A man of 40, he was a mother, probably maybe a wife, maybe children, colleagues, neighbors, a landlord, someone who noticed he didn't come home. Hundreds of people came forward. Every one of them was wrong. Nobody claimed him. A whole country looked at his face and nobody said nothing. Nobody said that is him. Then in January, a small breakthrough. At the high rail, at the railway, at the highway,
railway,
railway, ET,
Railway. Railway.
at the railway station in the city, at the
Railway. Railway.
at the railway station in the city, there was a suitcase. It had been left there the day before he died. The police opened it. Clothes, a brush, some tools, and of course, every label cut out. Except three. On three items, some boy had missed something. A name. Niani. The police were excited for about a week. Then they checked every man named Niani. In Australia, all of them were alive. The trail went cold again. Now we came to April, 4 months later. A policeman is going through the dead man's trousers one more time, and he finds something they had all missed. A tiny pocket, a secret pocket. The kind of pocket you would use for a watch or for something you did not want anyone to find. Inside, there is a piece of paper. It is rolled up very tightly. They unroll it. There are two words printed on it. Not written, printed. Cut from a book. Tamám Shud. It is Persian. It means it is ended. Those two words are the last words of a famous book of Persian poetry. A book about how life is short and you should drink your wine and love who you love, because tomorrow you will be dust. The last page of that book, torn out, rolled up, hidden in a secret pocket against his skin on the day he died. The police asked the public, does anyone have this book with the last page missing? And a man came forward. He said that a few weeks earlier, around the time of the death, he had been parked near the beach, his car was unlocked, and at the same point, and at and at some point, some boy had thrown a book into the back seat. He didn't know who. He didn't think about it. He put it in a drawer. They tested the torn edge. It matched perfectly. This was the book. And in the back of the book, written faintly in pencil, there were two things. The first was a telephone number. The second was a code. About 50 letters. About 50 letters in 5 lines, random letters, meaning nothing. They gave it to the best code breakers in Australia. They gave it to the Navy. Nobody has ever broken it. Not in 1949. Not with computers, not today. It is still there. You can look at it online tonight. And the phone number belonged to a young nurse. She lived a 5 minutes walk from the beach where he died. The police showed her a cast of the dead man's face. Witnesses said she went completely white. They thought she was going to faint. And then she said, I don't know him. She said it for the rest of her life. She died without ever changing her story. Her own daughter said many years later that her mother knew exactly who that man was and took it with her. So, spy, lover, assassin for 17 years, that is what everybody believed. Then, in 2022, a professor and a genealogist, a professor and a genealogist, a professor and a genealogist did something clever. When the man died, the police had made a plaster cast of his face, and a few hairs were still stuck in the plaster. 74 years later, they pulled DNA out of those hairs. They built a family tree of 4,000 people, and they found one man, one who simply disappears from every record in 1947 and is never seen again. His name was Carl Webb. He was an he was an electrical engineer from Melbourne. He wrote poetry. He bet on horse. His wife had left him. He had lost 4 people close to him in 7 years. He was not a spy. He was a sad man on a beach at the end of a book about how everything ends. And yet, the police have still never officially confirmed the name. Nobody knows how he died. Nobody knows what the poison was. Nobody knows why the labels were cut out and who threw the book into that car or what the nurse was hiding. And the code, those 50 letters, has never been read by anyone. We know his name now. We still don't know his story. It is ended. Thank you for listening and see you next time.